Walsh.
Present.
President Council Lozey absent. Council Chakutis.
Present.
Okay, we have a petition of National Grid to install one joint pole on Bullfinch Road and Carroll Way to feed 3 new houses on Carroll Way.
Let me go get started.
No, he's all set.
He's all set,
Is
perfect.
there anybody from
perfect.
National Grid?
Right there.
Okay.
My name is John Jankowski, 170 Medford Street in Malden, Mass. And we're proposing to set one inline pole on Bullfinch Drive to feed 3 new homes off of Carroll Way.
Okay.
And because there's no way to get in, otherwise it would go on somebody else's property, so we have to go straight in line to go across.
Okay. We spoke to the councilor of the ward, there doesn't seem to be an issue with it, so he seems to be okay. So
Motion to approve?
motion approved, second. All in favor? Opposed? Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah.
I live right across the street.
Yep.
As long as it's not right in front of my house,
Yeah.
I'm all right with that.
Well, I don't know where, this drawing is really not, this is not really accurate, because if you look at it, it's going to go across that
Why don't
way.
we put it on their side of the street? What
Well, the single-phase primer is on that side of the street, we have to go across that way.
are you gonna go across?
I'm not sure what you mean, so in essence, we're gonna,
Is that lady?
well, we're gonna set a pole over here, obviously, which is over here. So what I'm trying to say is this drawing is really not as accurate, because this pole should be a little bit that way, I think. It's not really drawn correctly, I think. It's just my opinion.
So you wanna run, you're gonna run cable
Across, yep, across.
underneath or?
No, we overhead, yep, that's correct.
She just went to go get the.
What is a JO pole?
It's drilling, you know, where on it and telephones on
I see. Join.
it. Solely owned, be solely owned by.
So it's just running a cable, there's no additional boxes or anything else that's going on?
No, we're just gonna be wire that's going across.
I mean, this is my living room and,
Yeah,
just don't
I
have
think-
one of those sounds, you know, running off.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
No, I think that, obviously, we don't like to set a pole in front of, you know, your bay window or anything like that.
Right, well, there's already a pole there, like you said, so
Yeah, I don't understand,
it's just gonna run off that.
yeah, we're gonna come, but you can't go across from these existing poles, you're gonna go across somebody else's property, we can't do that. It's an aerial trespass, we can't do that.
I understand, I'm just saying that there's a pole there already. You're gonna use that pole to run the line across to a new pole that's on this property.
Right, yes. Yep.
Yeah, so you're not actually putting a new pole in.
No, we are putting a pole right here. This is the new pole we're gonna set right here.
Right in front of my house. Yeah,
That's,
I
we
don't,
have to
I don't
serve.
agree with this.
No, that's the way we have
I'm
to
not
serve
happy
those
with that.
customers.
No.
But isn't there
Council?
Hey, Councilor Starbottle is here.
Hi, First Avenue Board Council.
Shiloh McDonald. I live at 2 Bullfinch Terrace, and I disagree with putting a brand new telephone pole in front of my house when there's already a telephone pole right here.
Well, like I said, we can't come across from this pole and this pole because it's like if you go over somebody else's
No,
property.
that's their property. You'd be able to go right across onto their own property.
Yeah, but we don't like to go over somebody else's property. We want to
It's
be
their
on
property.
public.
I think that they would.
I understand that. I know, I understand. I understand. We don't like to-
I'm the they, so. But I think that the original conversation I had with National Grid was to go from the existing pole, but it comes too close to the house that's at 4. Otherwise, I'd have absolutely no problem with it.
I do have a problem.
But the wire would be too close to the house.
So this is going to be a pole here.
Yeah, I don't know, it's probably going to be over here, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
If it was moved to the other side of the street, could this come across and hit it that way?
I don't know what
Or
was.
which
You
pictures?
wouldn't be able to get to the 3 houses.
Because again, you get houses down here, I don't think you'd be able to hit
You'd have,
all 3.
yeah, you wouldn't be able to get to the houses from there. And the services are already on the houses. The houses are already built.
That doesn't really show here. That's what you're saying.
So, yeah,
So you want to take a look at?
yeah, because you'd be too close to this home right here. And this would, I think this would be over this property, if I'm not mistaken, or very close to it.
Really, there's some way.
We spent quite a bit of time with the
Yeah.
engineers, because I thought they could come from the existing
Yeah, it makes
pole.
sense.
But the wire would be too close to the house.
Is this your home right here?
Yes, that's,
Yeah, we really have another one that,
see, so you're saying you really want to put it like here, right in front of the house instead of
yeah, I haven't been out here for a while, unfortunately, so I'm just trying to remember how.
I wanna say
we
it's
didn't wanna
like-
go.
What if this pole was removed? And then you wouldn't have two poles?
Well, then you.
Well, then you wouldn't be able to go up Bullfinch Terrace.
You have to go up that way.
All that feeds up there?
Yeah, right,
So that feeds Bullfinch Terrace.
in this way.
So it's basically 40 feet, like on the plan there, 40 feet down. It's down here.
I mean, if it's further down, that's not a problem.
I think, I don't know, did you see the markings on the sidewalk? Because they marked up the sidewalk.
Yeah,
It's right in front of my house, so I don't understand.
No.
Yeah,
It's
that's wrong,
clo-
is red.
It's actually closer to the property line between these two houses, because it's 40 feet down from the corner.
Well, I mean, I guess the thing we could do, we could meet you, well, you probably worked on it there, obviously, right? We can-
Well, so, I mean, here's the thing, I've got 3 houses that are up and built that are finished. We don't have power to them. So, the next pole would be basically 40 feet down here, which is, if this is your house right here?
Yeah, that's fine.
So my guess is it's past the corner of your house.
Yeah, I would
If
say
it's
so.
40 feet from this pole, which is what they're showing here.
Yeah, they're saying it's all good.
So there's 80 feet between the 2 poles and roughly 40 feet.
Yeah.
They're gonna put a pole
If you think it's gonna
halfway.
be closer to the edge of the house than what that shows, then I'm
Well, I mean,
okay with that.
Yeah.
we'll go out, in fact, I can go on the field tomorrow, I can go out and can mark that out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where this pole
Yeah,
is gonna be
I'll be there
located.
tomorrow.
I mean, if you can get,
So you're at 20, this is 26?
closer to
I'm
the,
at 2
Right.
Bullfinch Terrace. It's not even officially Bullfinch Road, but it's the corner of Bullfinch Terrace.
Oh, okay, they show it as 26 Bullfinch Road, and the other side is number 2
Yeah.
Bullfinch Terrace.
but if we were, I mean, generally, like when we're building a street, if we put in any utility poles, we try to put them right on the property line, so that if anybody puts a driveway, I mean, you have a wall there, but if you were gonna put a driveway and come in there, you wouldn't want a pole in your way. That's why you try to put them at the property line. So if this,
Would that
Mike-
still work?
yeah, I think
Yeah.
that,
It would.
Yeah,
All right, so.
as long as, we're not gonna go over this property.
actually, this is showing that your property line's 51 feet, all right?
I'm fine as long as it's not, directly in front of the house, so if it turns out
If
it's
it's
40.
somewhere over here or
that's-
something
that's-
right
yeah,
here.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you guys adjust downhill a little bit, if you're closer to 50 feet than 40, then it would be pretty much on the property line.
Yeah, that's good.
So we'll state that out, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know, early morning, say 11, 11:30, something like that. Okay, all right. I was not gonna do it.
When do you
You
meet?
comfortable with that?
Tomorrow morning. It's kind of dependent, say 11-ish, I would think.
So we're comfortable approving the poll
As long
as it's closer to the other side. Now, you guys, everybody's comfortable with that?
I'm very comfortable.
Okay, I don't want to leave the houses without power. I want to make sure we're dealing with what you need for concern.
I get it.
Are you good with that, Councilor Stafford? Are you okay with that?
Okay, with the stipulation that it's not going to be in front of this house?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so your motion,
Motion
What number is that? Not in front of what number?
to Bullfinch
approve the
Terrace.
poll closer to,
Motion to approve to have the pole not in front of the gentleman's house, but...
closer to the property.
Closer to the property.
Okay, for a second, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right. Thank you. What do we got, anything else? That's it? The other one stays tabled?
Ways and means.
All right, so I need a motion to adjourn,
I'm sorry,
right?
I'm sorry, this lady is here, that's the one from Howard.
Okay.
Okay, do you want to call anybody here from Howard yet?
10 o'clock, yeah.
We're still in committee, we didn't adjourn, so we have to, do you
Yeah.
want to call it?
Well, you're going to keep it on the table till
Because we
you...
don't have to do anything with
But
it,
there
it
are
stays.
people here from
Yeah, but she
Howard.
can go over and talk to them.
I think there might be other people. They're all notified to come.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, just call Howard, we'll make sure that if it's tabled, it's gonna stay tabled. All right, let's call it.
Yeah. Diana, ask if anyone's here for Howard.
Okay, is anybody here from Howard Street?
Diana's going to...
Okay, guys, okay.
How you doing?
Yep.
So Howard Street is gonna stay tabled. So there isn't gonna be anything tonight. Diana,
I'm gonna actually meet with National Grid on Friday. I'm gonna walk Howard Street with the gentleman to see exactly where the poles are going, what work is gonna be done. So you guys will be notified for the next meeting, and we can explain, because I don't know exactly.
okay?
Both, you know,
Yeah.
or the very down, hours down, so.
Oh, yeah, I remember you saying that, yeah.
And I will type out something in English for my tenants, since it's 12 units, so that they will know that they won't have power at certain times of the day, so that they don't get up most of the work, if you know, the people, but still, just so they'll know.
Like I said, I'm gonna meet with him on Friday.
Okay,
Yeah, we'll discuss what we're gonna do.
So-
okay.
Yeah,
We're not gonna do anything today with it.
Okay.
You'll get another notice
Okay.
to let you know when to come back, and we can discuss it, and let you know what's going on, okay?
Okay.
Sorry for the inconvenience.
Thank you.
all right.
You'll be in touch.
Yep,
Thank you.
yep,
Have a
okay.
good night.
All right. So it stays tabled. Any other business?
See you Friday.
Motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn?
Second, all in favor? Aye, opposed? All right.
My glasses.
Thank you for coming to utilities.
Present Counsel Staben. Present Counsel Barton. Present Counsel Chakutis. Present Counsel Seer, absent. Complete the financial transfers?
Yes, please.
We transfer the sum of $70,000 from the account of Police Department payroll to the account of Police Department expense to fund operational expenses for the remainder of FY19 that is needed to replace funds that have been reallocated to cover prior year bills, academy tuition, recruit supplies, uniforms, QED upgrades, and email server repairs.
Roll call, please.
Okay, Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Staben? Yes, Counsel Barton? Yes, Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Sarah absent. Transfer the sum of $70,000 from the account of insurance expense to the account of Police Department expense to fund medical claims for police officers hurt on duty.
Motion to approve.
Roll call, please.
Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Staben? Yes, Counsel Barton?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Sarah absent. Certifies an available fund the amount of $5,604,780 as allotted to the City of Lynn by FEMA's grant program to support the Safer Grant initiative, which represents staffing adequate fire and emergency response. The annual award is not to exceed $1,868,260.
Motion to approve.
Roll call, please.
Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Staben? Yes, Counsel Barton?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Seer absent.
Emergency?
Emergency?
We need emergency on this? Yes, please. Motion for emergency on all.
Roll call, please.
Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Staben? Yes, Counsel Barton?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Seer absent. We have an order to vote to authorize the mayor to enter into a 20-year energy credit purchase agreement with BCS Customer Acquisition, LLC, subject to the approval of the agreement and review of references by the city solicitor's office.
Motion to approve.
Oh, wait, they have a presentation.
This is David Wells from Blue Wave Solar. He has a brief presentation if you want to hear about the program.
Here, you just pass it. You want to go through it?
Do you want us to go through it and give you some of the points and
Please.
So Blue Wave is a community solar developer based right here in Massachusetts, actually based in Boston. We built the first community solar project here in Massachusetts a number of years ago, and then continuing to develop projects as we roll into what's now called the SMART program, or the Solarized Massachusetts Renewable Project Program. So So we're building a number of projects under SMART that will be within National Grid territory to basically get customers to subscribe and help finance those projects. We have a group that goes out and finds the small customers that can participate. And then we also need to sign up 1 or 2 anchor customers that can then take the remaining about 47 or 48% of the capacity from the project. So like hospitals, universities are obviously good targets, but the city of Lynn is also a good potential customer as well. When you sign up for the program, there's a 20-year commitment. You receive credits on your National Grid bills throughout the course of the year. And those amounts are shown in the first table. I think it's on page 3 in the presentation. And then you buy those credits at a 15% discount. And that's how you help finance the projects that we're developing. So the discount is guaranteed for 20 years. So that savings is always there. Can fluctuate as the National Grid G1 basic service rate changes over time. But you're always going to get a 15% discount on the actual credits that you receive on your bill through National Grid.
Mike, are we looking at this because of looking to put it on city buildings or?
This is a way for us to participate without any capital investment. Even without we can still put some on city buildings if we want, but this is a way for us to participate in the solar renewable SMART program without any capital outlay. And basically what happens is in January, let's just say for example, January 2020, we get a $900 credit on one of our bills. We get the credit, so we pay them 15% less than that. So it's really a guaranteed savings, and it lets the city participate and help National Grid and the finance people invest in renewable energy. But we don't have any capital outlay. We can still go out and put solar on buildings if we want. But this is just a way that allows communities, that might not have the buildings, that might not have the capital to participate and help companies, buy renewable energy. And we're guaranteed. So 1 month the credit comes in, then their bill follows and it's 15% less. Right. So they basically look at this, look at our annual bill. They're going to give us credits on the annual bill that's going to basically guarantee us 15% savings. So it's almost like a 15% off for 20 years. And basically because the city of Lynn is not going to go anywhere. We're not going to pick up and move to New Hampshire. We're here, so that's why we're an attractive customer. We're a good anchor tenant because, other businesses in town may move to New Hampshire or Rhode Island for credits or incentives. Lynn is Lynn, so we're not going anywhere. So they target us and they say, hey, you can participate and we share in some of their profit.
Go ahead.
So if we entered into this, then homeowners also have the ability? I saw something there with.
Yes. Yeah, homeowners, small businesses can sign up as well.
And is there any benefit if the city allowed you to put panels on city property?
Not with the community, that's a separate development. These are community solar projects that, under the SMART program, are built anywhere within Massachusetts within National Grid service territory. And under the new program, it doesn't matter where within the state they're built, but customers across the state, the city of Lynn, other towns, universities can participate in these projects. So we're not, as part of this project, we're not building anything on your premises.
Okay. Is there a benefit to doing that? I know years ago we started looking into putting panels on Lynn Tech's roof.
It's a different financing mechanism. You might have to put money up front, or if you do a lease agreement, it's a similar structure, but it's a different way to participate in solar. This is community solar development, so you're helping to support a project that will not only meet your needs, but also meet homeowners and small businesses throughout the state.
Any other questions?
I answered my question.
Mike, have you had any experience in any other communities that you've worked in?
not at the time that I was there, but we did call the references and they all got, very strong references. I think we had probably 20 conversations with David and looked at it inside out and backwards. And when it comes to solar, I think we're pretty seasoned at it, and we have pretty good due diligence by our legal department. There's no way to lose on this. If the credits stop showing up for whatever reason, we stop paying them. So, but they have a strong reputation of making good on everything. We had a couple of conference calls with some of their other local municipalities, and it all went very well. Again, this is a way, we're not shelling out any capital for this. We can go put solar panels on roofs and participate in and do a net metering type thing, but that requires capital. And right now, as everybody's aware, the city's pretty tight on capital. So we get to participate in this, help National Grid purchase renewable. We share in some of the profit of this program with no outlay. And that's what I liked about it. There was just no outlay. Right now, we have many, many other items that we'd like to put our limited capital at. So, this solar program filled up extremely fast. It just was rolled out in November of 2018, and it's just about full. And there's only a limited, because it has to be National Grid to National Grid. So they may find, Eversource may find a nice one, but we can't participate in it. They simplified it and said, hey, National Grid, go to your customers. So eventually, Massachusetts is only so big, it's gonna fill up. So we look, like I said, we talked about it, we looked at it, and it's just, it's a lot of good savings for no
What's the
outlay.
overall anticipated savings of 15%?
Over 5 million in 20 years.
$230,000.
My question is, if we do we have to do a contract, and if we do, how long are we locked into that?
Well, we're locked in. The reason we're here is because it's a 20-year agreement. Basically, that's kind of the useful life of these solar fields, where after the 20 years, they generate a little less power, but that doesn't matter to us. What matters to us is whatever credit we get, we're giving them 85 cents on the dollar. So if at the end of 20 years, that's all we're obligated for, because everything in solar is guaranteed for roughly 20 years. Some of them now are going to 25. So their model that they calculate their return on investment is around 20 years. So everything is guaranteed. The solar panel, the output goes from 96 probably to 82%. They figure all that in. And we're just participating on a savings side. We're not participating with any capital. So this is not going to stop us if we come into some money 3-4 years down the road and putting up our own, solar field to support a building. It's not going to stop us from doing that. It's just going to allow us to participate and share in some of the savings.
This isn't something you're asking us to vote on today, I hope, because we haven't had enough time to really do our own thing,
Yeah, I've been pushing this for like 6 weeks. So that's what, because what happens is, once this program is used up, it's, there's not that much capacity left. And I think that the second or third tier is already filled in Massachusetts.
7 of 8 already filled.
7 of
7 of 8.
7 of 8.
Let me ask you, who have you been pushing it with? Because these are the people that have to vote on.
Right.
That's my question. When you just said you've been going over this with somebody, who is the somebody?
Probably about a month, at least a month ago, I gave it.
Trudy Marcolis and myself reached out to New Bedford, and they were very strong recommendations with Blue Solar. Reached out to another time down the Cape. So our investigation was we vetted this before it got to this step.
This is the first time we heard this, right?
Yeah, I'm not.
He's got some experience.
I'm not comfortable with it because I don't like when things are brought to us that night and we're just reading it.
Right, and we gotta vote on it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fine. I did my job. I submitted it well over a month ago,
Right, we meet in 2 weeks.
Right.
We can't do this in 2 weeks.
Right.
You just lose a chance. I'm not, if you're not comfortable doing it, I'm suggesting you don't do it.
I mean, I know solar's a great thing. I know
Right.
it is. We all know it is.
Right.
But yet, you just put this in front of me.
No, I didn't just put it in front of you, I put it well in advance.
You did not put it in front of me.
This is the first we've heard of.
Yeah, we
Okay,
didn't know
this-
anything.
all right.
Other than we saw the agenda item on Friday,
Yeah.
but we didn't really know what was contained in it.
Okay, I mean, it's no skin off my back, I'm just trying to say.
But is,
So we would like to as well, but we want to make sure we, cross the Ts and dot our Is.
Yeah, go ahead, we just can't guarantee. that
can
it's
we,
gonna be-
can we approach this in 2 weeks at the next council
Yeah.
meeting?
You can, but if it fills up, a lot of people do requests for, a lot of people do requests for these, for proposals, so cities and towns, it fills up very quick. Most cities and towns get 10%, we're getting 15. So it's really, it's up to you guys, I can tell you that's up to you.
Can we take a caucus? Can we caucus?
Sure.
Yeah. You want to? No. I want to. You guys want to?
Yep.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to table.
Roll call.
Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Staben?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Barton?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Seer absent.
So we're gonna table it till next meeting.
Give us some time to enjoy it.
Right.
Any other business?
No other
Motion
business?
to adjourn.
Okay.
Listen, don't go anywhere.
Okay, Counsel Barton?
Present.
Present. Counsel Field absent. Counsel LaPierre?
Present.
Present. Counsel Chakutis?
Present.
Present. Counsel Walsh absent. We have a constable reappointment, James Appleyard, 5 Riverview Hill, Essex, Mass.
Oh, yeah.
He's not here. Okay.
Let me look. Oh, see if anybody's out.
He's a reappointment, though.
Right.
Yeah. But he was notified, right?
Yeah. Unless he's coming at 8 o'clock. Sometimes they get mixed up.
He's out of there.
He's a reappointment.
Huh?
Yeah.
He's a reappointment?
Yeah, he's a reappointment.
Everybody like to read it? Motion to approve? Second. Oh, I can't
No,
make
you
the
did
motion.
motion to approve.
Diana, second. Roll call.
Counsel Barton?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Field absent. Counsel LaPierre?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Walsh absent. Okay, second item is recommend the city council be requested to set down a public hearing relative to a burnt, dilapidated, or dangerous
Thank you.
building or other structure located at 6 Pinkham Place, and after hearing may make record and order judging it to be a nuisance to the neighborhood or dangerous and prescribing to its disposition, alteration, or regulation, all as authorized by Mass General Law, Chapter 139, Section 1.
And who's paying for it?
Yeah, 6 Pinkham Place.
What's
Those
the
are the
wish of the committee?
Motion to approve.
There you
To
go.
set down.
Motion to set down.
Yeah.
Set down.
Second.
Okay, Counsel Barton?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Field, absent. Counsel LaPierre?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Walsh, absent. We have the same recommendation for, to set down a public hearing relative to the burnt, dilapidated, dangerous building per Mass General Law, Chapter 139, Section 1 for 170-172 Essex Street.
Wish of the committee.
Motion to set down.
Second. Set down, second,
Set
roll
down for
call.
public hearing. Counsel Barton?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Field, absent. Counsel LaPierre?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Walsh, absent. And no other business.
Motion to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
Present.
Present, Counsel Hogan?
Present.
Present, Counsel Field, absent. Counsel Lozey, absent. Counsel Net?
Present.
Present. We have just renewals for the licenses. Take
If
them all.
anybody wants to take them as a whole, make a motion. Take them as a whole, approve. Get a second? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Okay.
Okay,
And then we
we have Canning.
Canning, yep. So,
There's one more added Canning
no,
one.
no more.
What is it?
We can't take it no more. Okay. Lynn English softball, adults only, March 29th, 30th, April 14th. Okay. Did I say that right? Mm-hmm. All right. So that's Canning. Anybody want to make a motion?
I make motion to approve.
Approve, we have a second. All in favor?
Yes.
Opposed? All right. Is that it?
That's
That's
it.
good.
We're good. All right. Got a motion to adjourn. Motion to adjourn. Second. All in favor? Aye. Good.
McDevitt.
order. Present.
Present Counsel Lapierre.
Present.
Present Counsel Calucci absent. Counsel Walsh.
Present.
Present Counsel Field absent.
One item on the agenda, length of time that a banner can be hung. And this was on because of Sacred Heart.
Yes, Mike Donovan is here and Jamie Cirilli.
Okay, Mike and Jamie? Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. So what do you have to add? I know this was something we discussed about placing on a few meetings ago, and it had to do with some requests for hanging banners, which we get from time to time, but I guess there's no set time for when they need to come down.
No, there's not. It's varied generally by every vote the council's taken. If you look back at past council orders, there's some that allow it to be for XYZ school in the spring through the summer up to school starts, or ABC church putting a banner up or something for a fall festival, and they put it up a month before. So it's really been event dictated. It would make some sense, I think, and I agree with you that there should be a set time, because unfortunately we now have competition for the same locations. So if somebody goes up and there's no time, now somebody else wants to put theirs up, we're running into.
And all that's being paid is the labor to install it, correct?
Correct.
But we do have only a few locations because they can't be hung everywhere.
Okay. Is there a suggested time frame that we should be putting in order? Do you have a suggestion?
Do you have a suggestion?
I do not have a suggestion.
So we generally leave them up until they tear due to the weather, but now with the competition, we have to put something in writing.
Like 30 days?
Should we say up to, so they remove it prior?
So the banners come in front of, just remind me, do they come in front of us as a council to approve them?
Yes.
Is it a situation where we just be made aware of it, that we should be putting a time on them and not have a regulation? Like, I don't know, I'm just throwing that out there.
Well,
because it's dictated obviously by the event.
If we set a time limit on it and they come before us, whether it's, for a festival, or, 30 days.
Isn't that reasonable for who takes it down again? The vendor? The folks running
the electric, the ISD.
We take them down, but usually when we put the next one up, or it got damaged because it's just been up there too long. It would be helpful, whether it's 30 days or 60 days, that we can go out and take it down.
Are we worried about like another event trampling on the banner? If like a shorter window? Have you ever had a conflict where it's like within 2 weeks and you really want Church A down and Church B, let's say Church A's event was March 1st and Church B wants it for March 15th event?
So it's
It
not
wouldn't be that
just,
quick.
it's not just events. The banner that's going up from North Shore Christian School is just to advertise enrollment. So I believe that they would like it up for a long time versus somebody who's having a festival. They want it for 2 weeks. But
And they're not the highest quality materials.
they usually are.
What if we just put a 30-day time limit on the banner being up and having to come down total? Is that a pretty comfortable?
Yeah.
I think it would be. I'll make a motion for that, make them 30 days only.
Okay.
Total.
Is there a
From the
second on
time it
that?
goes up to the time it has to come down, it can be up no longer than 30 days.
I was just going to ask a clarifying question around, could they then read here, let's say if it's the school enrollment piece where the summer months is when they're capturing potential enrollees, is 1 month enough?
Or when they
come back and
come before us with a set amount of time and say we'd like this up for 90 days, then the requirement would probably be to have a higher quality piece that goes up. But we set the amount of days it stays up each and every time we approve it.
You could, it's just, when the banner goes up, it precludes everybody else from being on it. So it's first come, first serve almost. So if you give somebody, if you went from 30 days to 60 days, it might not be the end of the world, but if you went too far out, then you're just shutting down one of 3 locations, 3 or 4 in the city that we have.
We have three.
Yeah, we're on Linfield Street, I've seen Boston.
Linfield, and Boston, across from, Pennyworth. Oh, actually, we couldn't do that one. So right now, we just have, Linfield Street, Walnut Street, and I think we have Essex Street, correct? That's where the, Holy Family Church.
It's down by,
So we have three.
30 days seems like a long time to me. I mean, if someone can have their event, they know when the dates are, they're going to be enrolling, they're going to want to hit those people 30 days out from the date they can enroll. It seems to make sense to me. And if they wanted to come in and ask for an addition, they could clarify that it isn't holding somebody else up.
And then it would come down after the event, like they would have permission to take it down right after the event.
Okay, so his motion's still there for 30 days. Motion made and seconded. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Excuse me, is that going to be 30-day limit with option to request additional time?
Well, they would come back in front of us and ask for additional time, right? As long as, I mean, like anybody, like a new one, I mean, it would be the same thing, right?
Reapply.
They could just come.
Just reapply, so just 30-day limit?
Yep.
Okay. Counsel Staben?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel LaPierre?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Calucci absent. Counsel Walsh?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Field absent.
Okay, no other business.
Thank you.
Thank you. Is there a motion to adjourn?
To adjourn.
Okay, all those in favor? Aye. Thank you, Mike. Call the Recreational Cannabis Site Plan Review Committee meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Counsel Staben?
Present.
Present. Counsel Chakutis?
Present.
Present. Counsel LaPierre absent. Counsel Lamana?
Present.
Oh, sorry. Attorney
Counsel.
Lamana. I just promoted you. Attorney Lamana. Mr. Donovan?
present.
Present. Mr. Cowdell? Present.
Okay, thank you. One item on the agenda, discussion regarding Bostica LLC at 11 Linden Street.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes, Mr. Cudell.
Thank you. Mr. Chairman, EDIC met with the applicant that is here tonight. We also met with the Water Council, who's also here tonight. I will not speak for the Water Council, but I believe that there was a subsequent neighborhood meeting that took place as well. So our role, which is to vet, we believe that the petitioner that is here before you tonight definitely has the resources to produce what they are saying that they can do. So I didn't know if Council Walsh wanted to.
Council Walsh, do you have anything to add?
Yeah, I just want to say that, about a year ago, maybe 6 months, maybe somewhere in that time frame, we spoke about the possibility that we would grow this facility. Spoke to the neighbors, we had some neighborhood meetings over there. Mr. Fleet and his people have done a great job with the concerns that have been asked. I think they have an engineering plan for any smell mitigation and might be an issue, which was a big, obviously, for people who live there, which is me also, right? Yeah, so I want to make sure that that's something that's being addressed. It's been great, and I think it's something that goes forward with a public hearing to the full
Okay.
council.
Thank you, Council Walsh. Attorney Smith? Anything you'd like to do? Come on up.
Sit down or stand?
Whatever you're more comfortable.
I don't mind standing. No, I think I'll sit. It's just good company. I grew up in this neighborhood. Maybe a little chair.
So I'm on an authoritative point of view.
We've known this forever as an Harvard Logan Box building. I know I got called 71 million, but it's the Harvard Logan Box building. It's 120,000 square feet. I went down with the Fleet family, Ray and Jared, both of them here, own the property. When I went down to go through the property with them the first time, I was amazed, A, at the size, and B, at the structure. I thought it was kind of a falling down kind of a place, but no, it's a very solid industrial building. And the number of tenants they have in that space, there's quite a few people who are already employed there, and the building has quite a number of uses. They're setting aside a little over 40,000 square feet to do cultivation at this location. They're the building owners, and as Mr. Kyle pointed out, they have the wherewithal to do this. Cultivation means no retail, no traffic, the cars, the kind of things that we typically are concerned with in the cannabis space. This is jobs. It's like industry, is what it is. We're probably looking at about 30 jobs that go anywhere from $15 an hour up to probably $100,000 for the top couple of people who actually do the science of this thing. You probably have read over the years when people have grown tomatoes inside. This is nothing, not unlike that. We're growing cannabis inside. The key piece is all cameras inside the HVAC. That's where all the expense has to be. There's probably about 40 of these now in the Commonwealth. The engineer we use has done about half a dozen of those. Our consultant, our architect is built in California, in Rhode Island, and also here in Massachusetts. And so we have the expertise to do a good coverage facility in the city of Lynn, to add some significant property tax value to this property. Some jobs, there'll be a host agreement as well attached to this, so there's additional revenue for the city. We've met with our neighbors and our ward councilor. We think we've got the issues resolved. And so through the normal process, Mr. Cadallo, we've come to this group and ask if you have any questions, anything you need from us, so we can go forward with our special program.
Okay.
Just introduce Ray Foley and Jared Foley. Jared has a young man. And any questions, they're far more technical than their council, to show you. So they're here as well for questions.
Okay, I think probably one of the biggest concerns would be odor control. Councilor Chakoudas and Attorney Lamanna and myself toured a grow facility out in Fitchburg some months back, and granted it's out in the middle of nowhere, but when we got out of our vehicle, you could instantly smell it from outside. So can you explain what equipment and processes be in place to keep that from happening in that neighborhood?
I can absolutely do that. And also explain, Fitchburg was probably the first city open to cultivation, and it had a good evolution in this alcohol. We've all learned a lot about this business. It's no one can know anything about cannabis a couple of years ago. So Fitchburg may well have been the very first cultivation open, it probably was. There's 3 out there, 4 out there, we actually represent 3 of them. But the first one was the Revolutionary Clinic, so that was probably where you were. Things have changed since then, but let me go to the engineers for a technical response to that.
Okay.
So I mean, what's important to us, especially with growing, is the no infiltration or transfer of air from inside the growing space to outside. You can't have the property contaminated. So that's already important to us, besides the odor. So we're actually going to be constructing an airtight envelope around the growing space to mitigate that. Secondly, there's no requirement for growing for us to exhaust the air. Ideally, we wouldn't. The air we do have to exhaust is to meet the building code requirement. So with that said, the small amount that we do have to exhaust is going to pass through carbon air scrubbers. So after the air passes through that scrubber, it'll be odorless. It takes out the toxins, odors, gases, anything like that. And as we mentioned before, the smokestack, just to put it to rest, we're going to send it up the smokestack 100 feet. So we feel very confident that will mitigate the odor.
And we're willing to have an odor expert come in before the council or check with every 6 or 12 months or whatever. If there is any issue, we know, and I know personally a lot of neighbors, we don't want that issue, we want to resolve it. And so if we need a special permit, the requirement is that we do that on a periodic basis, we'd be very pleased to do that.
Okay. I did attend that community meeting along with Council Walsh, and they've really, we experienced no neighborhood pushback. It's quite a space. The first time I was ever in that building, and I couldn't believe how big it was. So they've been vetted by EDIC and moved forward to us with no opposition from the ward council. So what's the wish of this committee?
Motion to approve?
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any further discussion?
Just that we put the suggested requirement on the special permit that odor control be maintained.
So add that to the stipulation with the odor control.
It's recommendation.
Recommendation.
Okay. Okay. Roll call, please.
Counsel Staben?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Chakoudas?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel LaPierre absent. Attorney Lamanna?
Yes.
Yes. Mr. Donovan?
Yes.
Yes. Mr. Cowdell?
Yes.
Okay, no other items on the agenda. Motion made. All those in favor?